Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Buffaloes will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Minnesota's offense will take the field first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. It wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Karapateas. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The offense in hurry-up mode. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. Fourth down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. We reached the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Brown will throw it. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Holden finds his man on the left. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
A designed run for the quarterback. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Floretta. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Floretta.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wide open downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. He lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Minnesota 14, Colorado 2.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Buffaloes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Minnesota! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder.
The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
4th down.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run.
There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And the stomping has commenced. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Rushes on him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He'll take the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away.
2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2 away. 2
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now
trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch down the right side. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Power football with the run. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And the Buffaloes will punt this one away. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Scanning the field, it's Rich. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Minnesota! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic.
And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Excellent pass by the back on the option. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Buffaloes decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Dances away. Looking deep. Finds space on the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Back to throw, it's Rich. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone in my rush.
Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Defense in press coverage. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.